Okay, this afternoon we are going to be working on doing a long tail cast on for a left-handed knitter. As you have probably already discovered, most knitting projects are written for right-handed people. So finding left-handed instructions can be a little difficult, but very often they're out there if you look for them. And most knitting is actually a two-handed process, and you won't have much trouble, hopefully in the end, doing it the way that the standard instructions are written, even though you're left-handed. But this is one of those instances where it might be a little bit easier to do it in your left hand. Just like for a right-handed knitter, you start out with the yarn draped over your index finger and your thumb. You can see how it is over here. This is the index finger and the thumb of my right hand. The needle will be in my left hand. I'm going to put this around the camera this way so we stay in the light. And we pick up the yarn on the needle and we grab hold onto the tails, not very hard, with the bottom three fingers right here of our hand. Then we pick up the yarn on our thumb, going over and under. We go around and get the yarn on our index finger, and we pull it through the loop we've made on our thumb. And we let the loop slide off, right there. Pick up the yarn, go over, and let the loop slide off. Pick up the yarn, go over, and let the loop slide off. Okay? And you insert your needle. And you close your bottom three fingers around the yarn. Now you take it and you go over the thumb and over the first string on your index finger and pull up and back through that thumb hole. So now you only have one loop on, well, you have the original loop that you started with, but you've made a new loop on your needle and you let go of the thumb and pull it in. Now see, when I pulled my thumb back up, I reestablished that pattern. So I've got kind of like a V in the middle here and two strings of yarn going down the finger and the thumb. I'll pull that a little tighter because I got that real loose. But I'm going to go over the thumb and pick up the yarn and back over the finger and pick up that yarn and pull it through the loop I've made over the thumb and let the loop go and pull it in tight. Over the thumb, pick up the yarn. Over the finger, pick up the yarn, through that loop in the thumb, and pull it tight. I'm just going to show you a couple more times. Whoops. I think I didn't do it right. There we go. There, and tight. It just takes practice. Whoops. There. And as you can see, I am moving my hand around an awful lot. If you are genuinely left-handed, you probably would get to the point where you wouldn't have to do that quite so much, because it feels a little funny for me. But this is one of those things where it takes a while for anyone to learn the pattern, so you should just not get discouraged. There you go. Now you got a bunch on your needle. When you're doing it right, I'm going to zoom in here. There we go. I hope you can see this. Oops. Got a little fuzzy there. Hope you can see in the light down here what kind of pattern you get underneath. It looks almost like a braided pattern underneath. It's very complex. So I'll show you one more time. You pick it up